Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the 10 Minute Marvel Podcast. Today we're going to be diving in on some of the bigger Marvel comic events that they haven't touched on as much in the MCU thus far to discuss which ones we think would make sense for that. But then as well, of course, before we get to all of that, we have news and rumors to get to. So I have nothing pithy to say this time. I'm your host, Petter.
I'm your sleepy doombot, Greg. Thanks for coming back, everybody.
Yes, we're
It's
clearly with it.
oh man, Sundays are tough. I don't know why do we do this on Sundays? I don't really know why. Well, I do know why
Because we're busy other times.
we have no other time. Well, let's get this podcast on a roll here. Showing the road on the roll.
Yeah.
Here we go, everybody. Buckle up. If you're looking for ways to support this disaster, you can find us on our YouTube channel. Search 10 Minute Marvel there. Give us a like, thumb, smash that subscribe button, of course. Find and follow us on Facebook and that other thing with an X, hashtag 10min Marvel. And of course, you can leave a rating and review wherever you get your friendly neighborhood podcast from. Pew, 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 pew. That's me doing the web shooters.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that'd be flip the whip.
Whip. That's right. Not pew pew. That is Star Wars. My bad, everybody. Well, what are we gonna do first today, Petter? News, rumors, just shut our laptops and call it a night. What do you want to do?
Let's start off with some rumors here. First rumor has to do with Avengers Doomsday, with a potential showdown between Gambit and Shang-Chi. This one comes from James Mack, W-I or W-L. I'm not completely sure. So it's not a source that we normally see. Do you want to see Shang-Chi and Gambit throw down?
I do actually. That kind of got me a little excited.
Mhm.
Like it woke me up just a titch. So I don't know. It seems like a fun matchup.
Yep, I agree.
Uh,
Like, it seems like a solid matchup for a lot of like interesting interactions too.
yeah, yeah. Like it.
All right. How about then and I'm going to say this is rumored at this point in time. It might be official. These might be right times, but I haven't seen like it come out from Marvel, or it wasn't sourced in a way where it was like, okay, it's the Hollywood Report or something like that that made me feel comfortable putting in the news. But the 8 episodes of Wonder Man range from 23 minutes long to 34 minutes long. There is a single episode that is under 30 minutes. That's the 23-minute episode. Most of them are basically right at that 30-minute time frame.
Now remind me, does this count all the credits and all that? Is it that runtime or is it the actual show runtime?
I believe that counts the credits.
Oh,
Now, not all the credits, not like the German credits, the French credits, the
right.
all those, just the standard credits, I believe.
Man, that is a short episode.
The 23-minute.
Yeah, but
Yes, that is.
I think they're dumping this on us, right? So doesn't re- are they doing it all in one shot or are they
I
releasing it?
don't know. I think they're doing it all in one shot just from the fact it's coming out in January.
Yeah.
And they have, well, my guess is they'll have a trailer for Doomsday, second trailer for Doomsday at the Super Bowl. And then March is going to be Daredevil Born Again. So I would guess it's all at once.
Which then I don't care if they're that short.
Hmm.
Really, it doesn't matter. I know there was a little bit of, kind of grumblings out there on the interwebs about short episode times, but does it matter? You're going to get them all in a shot anyways. So
Yeah. And I don't really like 23 is short for sure.
for
But
sure.
you think about you're watching a half-hour show on cable, that's 22 minutes of content there. That's less than you get
Hmm.
from the show. So, sure, you can complain all you want, but if this was being aired on ABC, all the episodes would be 22 minutes long.
Right.
Yeah,
It's like
so,
those, it's like watching Family Matters.
mhm.
Why I said Family Matters, I don't know. But
You could have just switched the last word and made yourself seem slightly more relevant. Family Guy,
it's true. Why would I do
just
that though?
slightly more relevant.
Just not completely age myself right now.
Right. I mean, Family Guy's been on what, 20 years or something like that now too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's not like
The
it's new.
Simpsons. Why would I not do? I don't know why I was thinking like Steve Urkel. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, let's move on
So
before I have to sit here anymore in this this shame.
yeah. That Greg, you will like this one a lot. Once I explain it to you.
Oh, what are you saying? Like I'm not capable of understanding?
Are you familiar with the character Doorman?
Doorman. Okay, well,
Yes.
not exactly, not fully.
Okay, Doorman is a mutant character who is rumored to be showing up in an upcoming Marvel project. This, according to My Time to Shine. Hello. The reason why you should be excited, Greg, is Doorman is one of the members of the Great Lakes Avengers,
Hell yeah. That's
and that
right,
much
people.
closer to Leatherboy.
Yeah, God, it's gonna be good. Really, I didn't know that Doorman was in that or part of that. I mean, I know there's kind of
Yeah,
quite a few people, right?
yeah.
Interesting. I think I saw this rumor out there, and is his abilities to open and shut doors universally, like not like everybody. Not everybody's door opens in the world and shuts at the same time. I don't mean like university like that.
Would
I mean,
that be phenomenal?
right? Like, what do you do with that? Oh, it would be kind of cool, actually. He'd be great for heists. Him and Ant-Man could really work some stuff out. Um,
So his powers, he has teleportation powers.
okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. But then we got, oh boy.
He can become weightless, I mean, and intangible as well.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep. And he's an experienced card player.
Oh,
Why that's in the abilities section here? Don't know. I'm
interesting.
sure it's
So,
relevant somewhere.
yeah, Nightcrawler and Gambit, like they just kind of stole some powers or something like that from him, from those two. I don't know.
Seems like it.
I was thinking the Spot as well when I saw the image of
Oh,
him.
yep.
Which I would love to have the Spot in live action, and Schwartzman still being the one who plays the Spot
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get the spot
anytime
anytime
soon.
soon. Yeah.
No, probably not.
Thanks, Sony.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if Schwartzman didn't do such a great job, it probably wouldn't have been such a big deal. But
Yep. All right. So then the final rumor is that we're going to be getting a Spider-Man Brand New Day. Oh, yes, it is trailer in December. And I put this in the rumor category because of a piece of news which Collider's reporting that we're going to get an Avengers Doomsday trailer before um, releasing at the same time as the Avatar
Fire and Ice?
Earth, Wind, and
No.
Fire.
Earthworm, yeah. What?
Yeah, no, Avatar, Fire and Ash.
Ash, not ice.
Mhm.
That's
Yep.
right.
So, do you think they'll have? And I guess it's fairly possible because it is Disney versus Sony. So Sony might just look and say, "Hey, do we have an interesting movie coming out in December that we can stick this in front of?" Do you think we get two Marvel trailers next month, though?
Ooh. I mean, it's kind of a pretty wise move on Marvel's part. It doesn't help Sony so much, but if you have Spider-Man Brand New Day happening, and then you
Yep.
back it up from Marvel's perspective, and you bring into a Doomsday trailer, that's a lot of good hype happening.
Mhm.
And
Well, I won't be surprised if the Doomsday trailer may come out first, but that would be interesting if that happened.
yeah, you normally think that one would take away from the other, but I just don't think that with Spider-Man being as big as it is and such a money maker,
Yeah.
Marvel just doesn't, and it's a Sony property at this point. Marvel can do that. And they're only going to reap the benefits of Spider-Man, and they're
Yep.
going to reap the benefits of the Doomsday trailer. So
Yeah, I'm looking to see
if the
if the
Doomsday trailer is good, that is,
right.
and Sony and Brand New Day, of course.
Mhm.
But
I'm looking to see what Sony looks like they have coming out next month. I mean, Merrily We Roll Along, a Christmas movie or something,
who's in
some
that?
movie. I have no idea. And then Anaconda,
Oh, the second
which
Anaconda movie.
I think this is like a new one with Steve Zahn, Paul Rudd, and Jack Black. So
Yeah,
it's not going to be serious. So is that potentially the spot where we're going to get that Spider-Man trailer attached to it? That comes out on Christmas Day. So I could see it.
I mean,
I
I
could,
could see that movie kind of doing okay
yeah.
with that cast. And it's holiday time. People are looking for a funny movie to go out and
Mhm.
see. Um,
And that feels like there could be some grain of truth to this rumor, then, where it's like, yeah, I could see them releasing it so that it's like the thing that people are talking about after Christmas when you get back to work, the new Spider-Man trailer.
mhm. Yeah,
And that'd be a couple weeks or so, approximately between that and Doomsday trailer. Doomsday would be out, well, I guess a week sooner.
okay. Fire and Ash is
Yep.
the mid-December, right? So,
19th, I believe.
oh, Cal, are you gonna see? I don't care about Avatar so much,
Yeah.
but I do want to see that trailer.
So both these cases, I don't think they're going to release the trailer only in theaters.
You don't think so? Okay.
No. Now, it might be that like the Doomsday trailer releases with the midnight showings. So like that Thursday midnight or
Yeah.
that Thursday extended weekend showing and then drops to the public on YouTube Friday.
Yeah.
I could see that kind of being the case for that one. And if Spider-Man drops with Anaconda, they're going to drop it at the same time. Anaconda is not a big enough movie that even a Spider-Man trailer won't draw people in.
Hmm. I agree.
All right. So, looking ahead here now to the news, we already talked about that Doomsday trailer. There was another Wonder Man teaser. Did you watch that one, Greg?
I did a while ago though.
I mean, yeah, this week, but
Yeah.
well,
In Greg time, it's a while
mhm,
ago.
yeah. It was
Uh,
like half the same, half new.
yeah. I'm trying to think some of the things that stood out.
The big new piece, I think, was the fact that we definitely get the hint that he has powers.
Right. Oh yeah.
He's
Yep.
he's kind of he's lying about the fact that he has powers or something like that.
Yeah. Or they're newly acquired somehow,
Yeah,
or
something like that.
it also seems like Slattery is more assisting him getting the role than trying
Yeah.
to also get the role.
Yeah, that's
Maybe.
what the first trailer looked like. The one or the clip from way back. But then the first trailer made it look like, okay, they're both going in for the same role. But I think it could be a situation where like Slattery knows that he's not going to get the role. And so he's helping somebody else who's kind of down on their
Yeah.
luck.
Yeah. Um, the Wonder Man powers,
Yeah.
the table shaking. I, so does that lines up with his power set? Like I thought it was more of a strength. I know he's got some more to him than that, but it was just a weird way, I thought, to
Yeah.
display the powers. So
So if you
uh,
want to have that full rundown of Simon Williams' powers here, Greg,
I
we can
do.
do that for you.
Is it just for me?
Just for you.
I don't
So
want to make it all about me.
we're gonna pause the podcast here. Um, so he has an ionic energy form, superhuman strength, leaping, speed, stamina, invulnerability, agility, reflexes, senses, flight, self power augmentation, resurrection empowerment, immortality, regenerative healing, energy manipulation.
Man,
So probably that electromagnetic,
right.
that sort of thing. Yeah, and
That's
there's just
jeez.
a long list.
I'd say why don't we go through the what he doesn't have list versus what he does? Because
He can't teleport. There, he's different from Doorman.
there we go.
Yeah, the most
Uh,
important thing part
although
for
he
that.
seems to have some sort of energy ability, like you'd think he'd be able to
Yeah, you'd think so.
ionic energy. I don't know. Was it? Did you say something about something like a body manipulating ability in there?
Yeah, he has shape shifting, size alteration. And I had said as well, where was it?
Man, this is a real Gaia situation happening here, if you ask
Self
me.
power augmentation.
There it is. Self-power augmentation.
Yeah, this
Opposing.
says in times of heightened mental and emotional imbalance, Wonder Man's powers are known to fluctuate widely, sometimes becoming stronger or weaker if his personality invol involiate, or
No,
if his personal.
exfoliates.
Yeah, I'm not sure
I
that
don't
this sentence was well created there, but basically, depending on his mental stability, his powers change a lot. And it's also worth noting that with all that huge list of things, Wonder Man tends to actually be a pacifist.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So he has every power, but he's a pacifist.
Uh, I mean, how do you continue to be a pacifist when you have all of that? I mean,
Well, I
it's
think
a real confidence booster if you ask me.
I think in the comics, it's because he wasn't a pacifist and he knows that, like, he has that
Uh,
imbalance and like mental instability. So he knows what happens if he uses his powers.
yeah,
And so he's kind of,
it's very self-aware.
yeah, he's self aware because bad things have happened when he's used his powers.
Okay, yeah.
And I
As
kind of
an
like
art,
that idea for,
I
like, he
like,
has powers from the beginning and he's trying to hide it.
I do like that. I just think, man, I'm assuming they're gonna really scale those powers back because
Yeah.
otherwise, I do, like I said, I think you got a Gaia situation happening here in a way, but again, he's not likely to use them or it's a pat with the passive stack, but still, mm,
Yeah.
it's a dangerous character in
Hmm.
those
I
thoughts.
think I think because he is a pacifist, it makes the character more usable than Gaia, who is not a pacifist. And like Captain Marvel, they keep on having to send Captain Marvel off to the far reaches of the universe so that she can't just solve every problem. It's a whole lot more interesting of a problem when you have to try and convince the super powerful character to use his powers,
Kind
honestly a bit like the Sentry.
It is. It's also like the Hulk.
Yeah,
You have to, I mean, at this right now, anyways, unless
yeah.
they
The
do decide
current
to
Hulk,
change
yeah,
him, current Hulk. So,
yeah.
it is interesting. I like it. I just think that I really want to make sure that they,
Nail it.
yeah, just don't give him everything
Yeah.
because, yeah.
Tony Dalton has confirmed that he is returning for Daredevil Born Again season 2 as the swordsman or swordsman,
So,
if you
oh,
if you
the
prefer.
sword, what are you,
Swordsman.
swordsman?
Yeah, no, that was an intentional mispronunciation of
Uh,
it.
that's cool. I like
Yeah.
that character. It's interesting. I forgot he was in that season because
Hmm.
briefly, anyways. So,
Couple times.
I mean, yeah, it was in the
He was at the gala,
yeah.
and then wasn't he one of them who was caught?
He kind of kneels at the end to it's what seems to be to Kingpin and his
Yeah,
corrupt,
corrupt
government
ways.
ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Final piece of news, and this will be a topic that we talk about coming up here in December when we talk about what we're anticipating for next year. But just kind of a reminder for everybody of everything that is coming out in 2026, subject to change. Obviously, Wonder Man was going to be this year. They pushed it a little bit. I wonder if they pushed it because they knew they had trailers coming out. But
yeah.
2026 releases Wonder Man, Daredevil Born Again Season 2, The Punisher Special Presentation, X-Men 97 Season 2, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 2, Vision Quest, Spider-Man Brand New Day, oh yes it is, and Avengers Doomsday to cap that all off.
That really kind of blew that whole two and three out, or was it one movie, two shows? What was that concept that they were gonna
No,
go with?
2 movies, 3 shows, I think it was.
Oh, was it?
And that did not include animation.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think it actually falls fairly close to in line with that because there are 3 shows with Wonder Man, Daredevil Born Again, and Vision Quest for live action, and then 2 movies. And maybe it was 2, maybe 3 movies and 2 shows. So we might be getting an extra show this year,
Yeah.
but then 2 movies.
So special presentation does not count?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
I
Well
think that,
then,
yeah,
true to their word. Thank you,
yes.
Marvel.
We appreciate that or
Yeah, that's
something.
right. Yes. Helps us plan.
Mhm. So that's it for the news. Like I said, we'll talk about those in more depth and kind of rate our anticipation level for those in December. around apparently talking about trailers. But let's move on to the main topic and talk about which comic runs should the MCU do. And I have 11 of these sitting
Ooh,
here, Greg, and I'm going to give my kind of thoughts on them too, but I really want to throw these to you to just see your initial reactions.
okay.
So, kicking off with one that has already been done in the Fox X-Men universe, but Days of Future Past. The pitch for that is you have Sentinel program has been up and running. Mutants are being exterminated, and they have to send the consciousness of a mutant back in time to try and stop these events from occurring, as well as then protect that mutant in the present until the present can be changed.
Ooh. Would I like to see this again?
Mm-hmm. Or just, I mean, really for the first time in the MCU, because Fox X-Men stuff is going to be Elseworld or multiversal.
Yeah.
So,
I would be okay with it, but not for a while. I would like
yeah,
to push this out. Ooh, I would say at least 6 to 7 years.
I was going to say I'd push it out 10 years
Okay. No,
because I think you need to establish, you can't just establish people hate mutants in the MCU universe. You have to build to that. And I don't think that, and I think that's very key for making this work.
okay. Um, I thought about 10, and then I thought about how old I'd be at that age, and then I pulled back a little bit. So
That is
it was
fair.
it's sort of a personal decision. So yeah, I think the story is fun. The story is good. I think they could give a little bit of a newer, fresher take and twist on it. Plus, I'm sure all the CGI and
Yeah. They can
everything
make it feel
else,
bigger
yeah,
and like give it a proper lead in.
really threatening. I'd love to see it. Like it. I actually enjoyed the Fox Days of Future
Yeah.
Past one. That scene with Iceman and I'm trying to was it Sunspot or what? I can't remember who else was in that at the beginning there, but
Mhm.
I loved it. It was great, and so I'd love to see more of that. Just really intense
Yeah.
the hunt of the X-Men by the
Yes.
Sentinels.
Yep. I
So.
think that's where I'd love to have it build towards that.
Mhm.
Like really, really start to plant the groundwork in all the previous X-Men and X-Men adjacent films to start the idea of like people are scared of the X-Men and to get us to that point.
Did they stay pretty true? I can't remember Kitty
Uh,
Pryde and I don't was it Wolverine that was
Wolverine is
used?
not the one who travels
Yeah.
back in time, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly. I think
I'm
it's
trying to
Kitty
remember.
Pryde.
It was Kitty
Um,
Pryde herself that goes
I think
back.
so. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's look this up.
I thought they didn't stay true to it, but I couldn't
Yeah.
quite remember.
Days of Future Past. All right. Let's see who it is here. Yeah, it is Kitty Pryde who goes to the past. And Rachel Summers is the one who uses her powers to send her back there.
Hmm.
So I I like that idea because I think it's would be smart if you're gonna do it again, not to have it be Wolverine,
Yeah.
because it would feel like too much of a remake.
Yeah, yeah.
And Wolverine's the character who is already there in the past. Like it doesn't really matter. You can just say, "Oh yeah, it's 50 years ago. Here's Wolverine. He still looks the same."
Yeah. No, that's true.
So I think that works well, but it needs that build. How
How
about
far back
eight?
did she go? God, because I was just thinking about would you see like the OG X-Men with their X like
No, it
that's too
like
far
she
back, I
has
think.
she has joined the X-Men at that point in time. So,
No, I'm thinking
or
like when she goes back in the past,
yeah,
would she see the OG X-Men Archangel or well,
no,
Angel, sorry.
because she when she goes back to the past, it syncs up with about the time that she's joining the X-Men.
Hmm. Okay.
So she has just recently joined the X-Men, which is why they decide to use her to send her back.
Hmm.
How about the Age of Alpaca Lips?
Alpacalypse.
Yep, this is a crossover with Emperor's New Groove.
Apocalypse.
Okay, Age of
Uh,
Apocalypse. Do you want to see
yeah.
that?
Um, I I would because I thought that movie sucked. So I want to see, and nothing against
Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac, but the movie sucked, and I think Apocalypse could be done way better
Hmm.
than what it was.
Yeah,
So
this is one I think is really likely that they're going to do. I actually didn't put Dark Phoenix Saga on the list.
I was kind of thought that was going to be your first, honestly, but
I didn't put it on the list. It's been done twice. I think we
yeah,
can talk about it here too. But
no,
Age of Apocalypse feels like a more interesting one to build up and
yes,
to. I think that it's also a good way to turn people against mutants
hmm
if you wanted to kind of twist on the original story. So
yeah.
I think that that could be real good.
I'm a sucker for, past history, time stuff. So like to see if we go back a little bit and we see Sabanur like
Yeah,
early on, right? And we get to see a little bit more of that development. And then just yeah, I
yeah.
think I'd be down for that one for sure.
Who should play Apocalypse?
Josh Brolin. No, just kidding.
So obviously there was the rumor of Dwayne Johnson.
No, thank you.
Well, yeah, we both landed on that. Idris Elba?
I'm not opposed.
Yeah.
Would that be an issue with Heimdall though?
I mean, Heimdall's in Valhalla, so
I guess some
only if
enough
they want.
like
Yeah,
makeup and yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's probably what true is like there be enough makeup on there. I'm looking at a random list, and the list has Rami Malek on there.
Oh, yes, but he's a little bit too scrawny.
Yeah, you would have to there. There'd have to be a good amount of CGI.
Um, Walter Goggins.
Walter Goggins? I'm not
He
sure. I love that
no.
one. No.
He does a really good job in Fallout though. I really like him in that show.
Yeah, one of the other ones that popped up here is Ali Suleiman. He's been in things like The Kingdom. A lot of like The Kingdom's probably the one that I recognize the most of a name, but he was in a few episodes of Jack Ryan as well. But I think that he would have a pretty solid look for it, and he is an Arab actor as well, which
Hmm.
I feel like is a whole lot better than Walter Goggins.
Who came up here that I thought was interesting? Oh, Giancarlo Esposito. Ooh,
Yeah,
Lawrence Fishburne actually is.
well, that could be solid as well. Though he has said that if he wants to play a superhero, he wants to play Charles Xavier, so he can just sit for it.
'Cause I'd just like to sit, please.
Yep. All
Fair
right.
enough. All right.
So let's quickly touch on Dark Phoenix. Do you want Dark Phoenix?
No.
Okay, we're done.
There we go.
Sweet.
That's good enough.
All right.
It's
So
cool. I mean, it's
mhm.
cool, but like, yeah, it's already been attempted twice, and
I
yeah.
think that they could probably do it 20 times better than either of those
Mm,
previous versions, but I still don't want to see it.
yeah.
All right. How about instead of X-Men focus for at least a moment here? How about Annihilation? Annihilus and the Annihilation Wave coming through, destroying planets, destroying worlds, this big cosmic threat.
I initial gut reaction is no. I the cosmic threat, I think it's a little bit too redundant in the fact of
To
it's
Thanos.
yeah, I want to pull it in more and make it a little more personal, like
Hmm.
keep it Earth styly, maybe.
Yeah.
Um,
I think
cool.
that this Annihilation, I would like to see Annihilation if they kind of do that multi-tier approach where there maybe is just this cosmic piece that has like Thor as kind of the capstone films for it, New Guardians, if they do anything with that effort, but then introducing other like Nova, for example. You
Yeah.
have Nova doing his cosmic thing. If you take everything cosmic and turn it into Annihilation and build towards that, well, you're building towards other things with the X-Men or stuff like that. Sure. But I don't think it's a huge build for it. I think it's like, all right, we get Nova film, we get Thor 5, and we get Starjammers or something else. We get three films, and then we get Annihilation as a film.
Yeah, I think I just yeah, something about Cosmic just doesn't feel right at this point in time or
Mm-hmm.
anytime soon. So
I
I like what your idea is though. You're
Yeah,
keeping it in the cosmic side of things and keeping it out there.
yeah, yeah.
Uh yeah.
Because it doesn't really come to Earth in the comics. Like the most of the time on Earth is Drax escaping arrest, um, a girl working with Drax to help him get off planet, and going with him off planet. And once they leave, that's kind of the end of Earth there.
Mm,
Not Earth is destroyed. It's just we're not going back to Earth. So I think you could
yeah.
completely do this with Thor 5 being the only movie that touches on Earth at all.
What do you, that's an I mean, it's interesting if you were to do that. I mean, an Annihilation, that's a pretty big story, right? So
Decently
it's
big.
would they have it's almost like a micro phase, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Which is something kind of unique and
Mhm.
I kind of am down for that. Like I don't need a decade long thing.
Yeah.
A three movie and then we have the Annihilation kind of story really come to life. That's interesting to me. And I
Yep.
don't have to wait as long. I don't have to like
Yeah. I mean, you do it 4 years basically.
yeah, I don't have to see a ton of movies and post-credit scenes to
Hmm.
for hints, and not that I don't love that. It just it'd be different, and I think
Yeah.
that's it is interesting.
Yeah. And also, if the cosmic side doesn't interest you at all, you don't have to watch it because it's its own thing.
Yeah.
So I would love to see Marvel shorten up some of these things.
Mhm.
House of X, Power of X.
I'm loving that. I'm in the middle of that,
Okay.
so I think it's rich in story and character, I think,
Hmm.
and just lots of feeling in it, I think too. Just so
Yeah. This
I
feels like the thing that you would do after Age of Apocalypse.
Yeah, I like the idea of like mutants just trying to find they have their own place,
Place. Yep.
right? And they're trying not to have any sort of confrontation
Yep.
with, I don't know, normal, non-mutant people there.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, they
yeah,
basically blackmail humanity into leaving them alone.
yeah,
Basically, here, we have these awesome medicines we've created. Let us have Krakoa, acknowledge us as a country,
and
and
piss off.
yeah, we'll sell you this stuff.
Yeah,
We'll sell you, like, everybody's going to be mad at you if you don't take this deal because they want to get rid of the common cold.
yeah. It's great. All these fun characters, I mean, with Magneto in there
Yep.
and to
I
see
mean,
him in this different
mhm.
light. It's almost what you get it from the X-Men 97 series, right? A little
Yep.
bit. And you're not really sure what side he's kind of on or where he's at.
Yep.
So yeah, absolutely. I would love to see
Mhm. And I think that this is not a some of the things kind of have like this nice capstone end of everything, end of the phase of stuff. This is just like House of X, Powers of X is like an interesting movie or two where it really sets up this Krakoa and the X-Men world. And then it continues to live on going forward. Like they're still on Krakoa, and eventually things go sideways, and you can decide when you want to do that in the future. But that's kind of outside of this event. It's not even really an event. House of X and Powers of X is just part of the comics. That
yeah.
so like that. Um, Avengers versus X-Men.
I do want to see this.
Yeah.
Honestly. I don't know why you wouldn't, but it's all about timing, I think, for that
Mhm.
one. Uh
I wonder too how much of a feel of potential Avengers versus X-Men we're gonna get from Doomsday,
yeah.
because I could see them kind of leaning into that.
I I don't know why they wouldn't.
Yeah.
I guess it seems natural.
Yep.
But I still think they need
That's
to
yeah.
lay the groundwork first, right? But
I
um,
think they're just gonna jump kind of straight in to some of those fights. and not really lay much groundwork. That's kind of my guess.
Yeah, then I'm not so much on board, I think.
Yeah.
So
Well, and like I said, I think we're going to see it. If we see it in Doomsday, it's going to be with the Fox X-Men characters. So sure, you could revisit it in like a bigger arc with the new X-Men as well. But
good,
it's
but I
going to
think
feel, yeah,
it's gonna feel odd, right?
yeah,
And like you just saw this kind of thing. Yeah, I'm not I don't want them to dabble on it with the and touch on it with the Fox X-Men. I just I don't want it there. I want it on its own thing. I'm just to me it's the airport scene from Civil
mm,
War, but happening in the X-Men Avengers versus X-Men story arc.
yep,
So
yeah. I'm I'm a little bit like on it.
it's got to be big
That's
though. That's a I
yeah,
just I, it has to be I feel like it has to be big. So
yep, yeah. Honestly, it might be one of those things that they could just do as a Civil War type thing, but it would feel. I think it would disappoint me like Civil War did then.
yeah.
So, how about House of M?
I
House of M is interesting because it was kind of in response to the in the comics this idea that Marvel had so many mutants. Like new mutants were just popping up nonstop. And with House of M, and obviously the big line, no more mutants, or yeah, that it's a while before any new mutants are born. And it's tricky because in the MCU, we haven't had mutants thus far. We haven't had anything that would lead us to this point, except for
yeah.
the fact that, I mean, what, Scarlet Witch is going to lose her kids again? Or maybe this, maybe it's a thing where they do like a one movie thing. Um, Maybe it's just the Scarlet Witch film is House of M before she realizes that Billy and Tommy are out there. She she gets found in the wreck or released from wherever in hell she's been,
Yeah.
and she comes back as a broken individual causing it. But
I that feels better to me, I think, having a Scarlet Witch movie.
yeah,
Um
but then
I
you kind
like
of
I like the idea of it's but it's kind of like Spider-Man No Way Home, like
kind of yeah,
where, you know what I mean? Like where people don't know who they are, who they were,
yeah.
kind of thing. This is a little bit been done before. So there's traces of that, but it's also, I don't know. Yeah, that's a tough one.
It really is because I mean I feel like there's a lot of I really like the storyline,
Yeah.
but at the
It's a
same
great
time,
movie storyline, or like,
mhm,
like something you could build with a little bit too. Um,
but at the same time, it's also it almost it feels like you would have to do it really fast here because you have to do it while you still have the Scarlet Witch in a spot where you can do it,
right. Yes.
which I'm
Uh,
kind of okay with. It's like, sure, give it to me as part of the first part of the X-Men mutant stuff.
yeah. But she's she's wiping away X-Men or, mutants
Yeah,
at that point. So
you'd have to have established mutants to some extent, or just
is it the catalyst then for X-Men versus Avengers in a way because she's an Avenger and they mutants are pissed that
maybe.
I mean that's weak sauce honestly, but it's
Yeah, I think it could also just be like you could do it in a different way. You don't necessarily need to have the no more mutants line in there. You could just have her warp reality so much that
like WandaVision.
kind of, yeah, but like at a whole world schedule or like not schedule, but that size scale.
Yeah.
And then you could have Tommy and Billy kind of be the ones to get to her. But we could also then see Sam Wilson is just an ordinary person. He's not Captain America anymore, or we could drop in some of those people and just really hold it to that one movie Scarlet Witch thing.
Yeah. I can see I kind of like the idea of Billy and Tommy kind of redeeming her, like bringing her
Mm-hmm.
back to I guess, a state, a mental state, right? That's
Hmm.
returns everybody's lives back to the way they were. But other than that, I think it's too hard to pull off without feeling like other things. But and I feel like it's been done before, like a reality's warped, changed, right? It's like WandaVision too much,
Yeah.
and that's lightning in a bottle, and I do not think you want to touch that.
Yeah. I think there would have to be something pretty special that they feel like they're hitting on
Yeah.
with it.
There's definitely writers out there that could think of something
Yeah.
fantastic. I know it, but you're right. It's got to be something special for sure.
Mhm. How about this one? It's gonna be, I'll see how well I can describe it. Probably not that well, but the War of Kings. So this took place in the comics post Secret Invasion. Please tell me I
Mhm.
remember the correct secret. Now I'm second guessing myself. Yep,
Secret
Secret
Invasion,
Invasion.
Scrolls. Okay.
Yeah. And basically, everything has kind of been shaken up. So you have these different cosmic groups, the Shi'ar Empire, Starjammers, Nova Corps, and Nova, Richard Rider, um, Darkhawk and Town, the Raptors, the Humans, Kree, all these different groups, including the Guardians of the Galaxy, kind of dealing with the power vacuum or the new balance of the universe, kind of the cosmic side of things, and who's going to come out on top.
So like a cosmic world war.
Kind of, yeah.
What first popped in my head is Star-Lord having to sort this out. Like that's how he gets that's he's on Earth and somehow he gets sucked into this. I don't know.
Hmm.
But ooh, I don't know. That's almost like Star Wars, and you have to understand
Yeah, you
all
have to
the
understand the
governmental,
politics.
yeah, the
Yeah,
politics of it, and
you have to be introduced to a lot of players for
right,
sure.
which I mean, you got somebody that can write a story well enough, it's possible. Like it
Hmm.
is. It's a different type of Marvel story for sure. But ooh, it'd be a hard sell. But I'm just thinking of like what was Andor came out, right? And that was kind
Yeah,
of more on the political side,
yeah.
wasn't it? I didn't see it, so
I
sorry,
haven't
shame on
watched it
me.
yet either, but
I just I just know that it was a little more on the serious, and there's a lot of those different players involved. It seemed
yeah.
like I could be wrong, but and it was written well, and people really liked it, and I guess it was a solid story, and so it's
Hmm.
possible for sure.
Yeah. I don't know that this feels like it needs a phase or something like that.
Yeah,
I'm
it
kind of
feels
like,
like a thing just for comics, and it should stay there, sort
yeah.
of. But
How about next one up, Dark Reign,
well, I actually would say, I mean, if what was that animated series that Star Wars did? I don't know why I'm so stuck on Star Wars tonight,
Clone
but
Wars?
yeah, like they kind of, I could
Yeah.
see it being something like that, like an animated
Yes.
thing. I think that can really work, actually.
Hmm.
Obviously, it wouldn't
I
be for kids; it'd be more of a
Yeah,
adult
but
themed.
even like at the end of Clone Wars, actually, really once you get past like the first couple seasons of Clone Wars, if I remember correctly, it it gets heavy.
Yeah,
So it's like, yes, this can be done, and Marvel obviously has done a solid job with their animation and making stuff that's emotionally impactful. So
yeah,
I like that spot for it.
yeah.
Dark Reign. So Dark Reign is kind of where I believe it's Norman Osborn creates his own Avengers team. And but it's all these shady people, and like the actual Avengers are kind of on the outs and on the run.
I kind of like it. I think, um,
I think it could be a fun way to go, especially honestly, especially coming right out of Secret Wars. Just have some of the bad guys be the people on the Avengers team now, who we've seen, and be like, okay, well, things are different here, and just jump straight into it
it's interesting. I think, but that's
because you can,
super nerdy stuff, right? So that's
mhm,
something that's going to capture a certain audience.
right. But I think it's something you can play long game too,
Okay.
because you can just have this Dark Avengers group or this, yeah, this Avengers group be there for a while, doing stuff in the background while the actual heroes are doing the good work. And eventually it's going to, there'll be some catalyst event of some sort that makes it come to a head. But it it will give like Sam Wilson something to do for a little while. Like it would,
I'm
yeah,
go ahead. Yeah.
go for it.
I'm down with it. I just I'm down with it. I just think it'd be hard to get the larger like the rest of the population right behind that. It would have it
Um,
just
I think that people would get behind it pretty quickly because of things like The Boys. Because I mean, you think about how successful Game of Thrones is, and that's a whole lot of bad people doing bad stuff for a long period of time. So I think that there's an interest in it, and I think the fact that it would be like this big twist on how the MCU has been set up of like, okay, the heroes are heroing sort of thing.
yeah.
I think people would enjoy it.
Yeah. Would kids enjoy it? Like, are you going to get those younger generate like kids where they're going to be interested? Because I mean, you got to.
I
I'm thinking,
think
sadly, from a marketing standpoint, they're going to have a hard time selling this
action
as
figures.
much. Right? Yeah. Right.
Well,
So
but I think that's where this is something that you could jump into immediately with the Avengers side of things. And I think it would probably revitalize the Avengers side of things for some people, but you also still have the X-Men. And so this could be something that just kind of plays in the background of the Avengers, like the more established stuff. And you still have the X-Men, which are keeping kind of that focus of like, let's try, how can we bring in new people?
okay, you're kind of selling me here a little bit. I'm kind of getting what you're picking up. I am picking up what you're putting down. There we go.
Yeah.
I'm half asleep. No, it is an interesting spot where when you're saying just toss it right in after Secret Wars.
Hmm.
And it's lying more in the background. It again, for me, fully on board. Could Marvel get away with it? I don't know.
Yeah. And I think that that's the question because they do need to bring in new audience members and like can, but you also have to keep the existing audience members.
Yeah.
So I think that it could work, and honestly it's a decent thing for the champions too, to have like a dark Avengers in charge, because whoever's in charge of that would definitely be looking to put a kibosh on having a new young hero team be up and coming. So it'd be this constant threat to the champions group if
So
you're
are
going
you
to just
feeling like a
show.
US agent kind of thing? Like we're talking
A US agent would probably be one of the team members, yeah. But
um
then you'd have to have somebody with more of a brain to mastermind it. Like somebody,
yeah.
uh, when it's Norman, he basically takes the Iron Patriot War Machine, kind of like steps in there,
Okay.
sort of thing. So,
I'm wondering who else you have step up in this role.
besides, yeah,
Yeah.
besides Norman, who's a good villain for it? I mean, do you pull off a way somehow where Fisk becomes president?
That's a little
Because
bit too close to home.
he'd be such a great person to create this group, even if he doesn't put on a suit for it. But
I mean, yeah, it's what he's kind of already
yeah,
started, right?
hmm,
So, yeah,
if
I mean,
if it works somehow, assuming it just doesn't all
yeah,
completely fall apart in Daredevil Born Again season 2. But
Punisher could go. Punisher would
yeah,
be interesting, kind of.
hmm,
Hmm.
yeah, it's always interesting. So I
Yeah.
think I'm trying to remember. There's somebody in the Dark Avengers team. Look it up here so I know who it is. But like the Dark Avengers team had Luke Cage, Victoria Hand, Norman Osborn, Scar, Toxie U.S. Agent in there. It's had a lot of different members. Trick Shot. So I think Dawkin was in there.
Hmm.
So I think that there's a way to bring in somebody who's part of the team who will be the person who turns and it's like, no, like this isn't what I signed up for eventually.
Yeah, it's got to be
And
believable, right? You
yeah,
get in order to really to have people go along with it, it's got to be, oh, I get why they're doing that.
yeah.
I understand. I feel for why they have changed their mind.
Hmm.
So,
But like Bullseye is the Hawkeye of the group.
mhm.
And so I think, I mean, that'd be fun
Yeah,
to
yeah,
have some of these crazy people and then they go even slightly crazier.
right. And I think, I mean, you think of like how Venom kind of
Hmm.
took over kids, right? Kids like Venom.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of in the same vein. Like you could, that's how when I'm kind of going against what I said before about kids and can Marvel pull it off. You kind of get some anti-heroes like that, and sometimes kids kind of rally behind it. It's something
Yep.
different. So
Yep. Yeah. I don't have many more left. World War Hulks.
only if they can make the budget work.
Yeah.
Um, I
This
think
seems
it's
like a
cool. Like,
one-off.
yeah, yes. But man, it would be fun.
Be cool to have a bunch of different Hulks, Maestro in there, Scar, everybody
Yeah. Oof. Is there enough there though?
to make it work.
Yeah, I guess.
I think so. I think it, especially if you create, especially maybe like with Maestro as the villain,
Yeah,
like
I don't think
behind
you want
it.
to have more than like two or three
Yeah.
in a World War Hulk situation where
Hmm.
I don't know if that's possible then, if that suits the story. I haven't read that
Yeah.
comic, so I just know of it.
Yeah. But what if it's Maestro shows up? Maybe Maestro is some a character who we get introduced to in Secret Wars or something like that. And Maestro corrupts Scar, basically. And so Hulk, Bruce Banner, wants to get his son back. And it's kind of this fight between the two. And it's a struggle because Bruce doesn't want to go full Hulk,
Hmm.
but the only
It's like
way
a
to do it is to or to get his son back is to actually go full Hulk.
right, and it's like a point of no return almost
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's this
yeah.
kind of struggle. Yeah.
I can go get behind that.
I think for a like a one-off film, that works.
Yeah.
The final one here, I'm gonna look it up, is Fear Itself. So Fear Itself is a storyline where the serpent, the self-proclaimed true all-father of Asgard, awakens from his dark prison beneath the ocean. As he begins to spread fear throughout the earth, the Asgardians go back to Asgard, leading the heroes of Earth to fend for themselves, while the fear generated by the general human populace helps power the serpent. Many major characters are featured, such as the X-Men, Avengers, Future Foundation. One of the main villains is Cynthia Schmidt, spelled Sinthea, the daughter of the Red Skull.
Hmm.
What do you think about this?
Um, I like the idea. I like that, fear it's fear mongering, really,
Yeah.
right? So pretty great time to do something like that.
Hmm. I
So yeah,
mean, it's been a pretty great time to do something like that, probably for the past 50 years.
yeah, true. Very true. Yeah, I think that's cool. I think that could be a really like kind of one of the large like a phase in and of
Yes.
itself, right?
Yep.
So I think that's pretty awesome because you
And
get
I
to
think,
mix up some of the characters
mhm,
and Asgard comes back.
yep.
That's great.
I think it'd be a great thing for, say, they're doing Age of Apocalypse and they do like they do the standard three-phase thing for Age of Apocalypse, where at the end of the third phase, we get the events of Age of Apocalypse, kind of like we're getting here with Secret Wars. But the second phase is all about fear itself. And that fear mongering and that building towards that fear is how people are starting to really get against the X-Men.
Mm,
And when everything gets rectified in that situation, there's still this lingering seed of, oh, this isn't just a, this wasn't only this serpent and Cynthia Schmidt that were causing this. This is something that is truly insidious now and in people.
Right. Yeah. Like it only brought to the surface the prejudice towards mutants, right?
Yep.
It's always been there. I mean, it's a complete mirror to society
Yep.
in my opinion, right? So it just feels like that's kind of why it's so relevant and
Yeah.
a great idea. So yeah, I love how it ties into Apocalypse. I love the idea of it spawning that distaste and not hatred, but really second guessing the mutant population, right? And
Hmm.
just people maybe not feeling comfortable with it and
Yeah.
bringing that comfort level to a
Right.
fear level.
Yeah. Like really building up that fear of we're scared that we're going to be replaced.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good one. I like it.
Yeah. So that's the one we're gonna end on here for tonight. I did skip over a number of them. Obviously, Marvel does big events fairly often, but I also skipped over anything that was Spider-Man heavy,
Mm.
just because Sony. So let us know your thoughts down in the comment section over on YouTube of which one of these storylines would you really love to see, or is there one that I missed that maybe we should come back to and talk about at some point in time. You can, like I said, drop that comment over on YouTube or on Facebook. Greg gave a few ways you could help support the podcast at the beginning. We also have a Patreon, patreon.com/10minute/nerdologists. The funds go to help improve the quality of this podcast, as well as the Multiple People's YouTube channel, nerdologist.com website, and the 10-Minute Marvel YouTube channel. But with that, we will see you next time.
Alpaca lips? Vamp?